Our views and opinion do not reflect any of our own personal views. This is not Hit Against Texas. So, Angsty, what did the Gulf of Mexico say to Texas?
Fuck you, Texas, and fuck you, Lone Star Beer. Fuck that fucking Alamo and fuck them Longhorn State. Fuck every Dallas cowboy that ever draw the breath. Fuck you, Texas, and fuck you, Plums Head. I worked my fingers to the bone, but I thought I wrote some pretty good songs till I drew the wrath of the Texas LCB. They jerked my tunes off a honky tonk with a bullshit list of do's and don'ts. They locked them up and throw away the key. Well, fuck you, Texas, and fuck you, Lone Star Beer. Fuck that fucking Alamo and fucking Longhorn Steer. Fuck every Dallas cowboy that ever draw the breath. Fuck you, Texas, and fuck you, Plums Head.
You doubling that shit over?
What?
It sounds like it's doubled over for me, and they're like a few seconds apart, so just enhanced. Okay, the first one stopped playing for me.
Are you sure you're not watching the video, dumbass, on YouTube?
No,
God, you're a fucking idiot. Check your pages. Check your pages. You're probably listening to me talk right now.
You are listening to me talk.
Yeah. NC's laughing right now, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Dumbass. Boy. Welcome, everybody, to tonight's... Yeah, of course it stopped. To tonight's Plumes of Hazard. I stopped it, you idiot.
That was a joke.
Dude, are you sure you didn't hit your head when you busted your ass today?
No, all right.
Welcome
I can
to...
still tell you're illegal.
Okay. I can still tell that you can't build bombs. So welcome everybody to tonight's Plumes of Hazard. I'm MathBlast09. Here are my fuck hosts.
Jesus, Mass, you've been spending too much time with me.
We got Angsty. I ain't needing.
That was me.
Wait, I'm not done with the intro yet. We have Angsty. We don't need no stinking barges.
Or canoes.
Barges. We don't need no stinking barges. And Fubaka, aka I don't even know, dude. Don't jump over escalators because you will bust your shit.
But don't jump 6 steps off an escalator.
Thank you for jumping off the escalator so you could make it to tonight's show.
Yeah,
that's right.
You ungrateful cunts. You have no idea what I did for you tonight. I'll tell you in a second.
Welcome. Yeah,
that's my chair.
So, first and foremost, before all the faggot ass hate happens on YouTube, we are not making fun of Texas. We are expressing some of the feelings that a lot of Texas is feeling right now with after this hurricane and all this flooding that they're having.
Yeah, that wasn't us singing this song. That was the Gulf of Mexico.
Correct. And I want to give a big shout out, a big fuck you to all the looters who are shooting and trying to rob people who are going over there in boats to try to help people.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it. When our buddy from Crescent City Clouds, El Senor Batman, posted that, a post about, these guys going over there with airboats and stuff like that to help people out, and looters trying to jack your boat while you're trying to rescue them.
Yeah.
What kind of shit?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Motherhead just said making fun of Texas is not the same thing as making fun of Texans. And I don't know if that's true. Specifically about my state.
I can agree with that.
Not about my state. Those things may as well be the same
for
thing.
Instance, okay, let me give you a little Northeast perspective.
There you go.
The city of Boston. As a New Yorker, it's a beautiful city. Just people suck.
Mm.
So I can speak well about Boston, just maybe not so much the Bostonians. Mm.
Mm-hmm. We had a discussion about that a while back on the show, right?
Sorry, Dirty DeVoe.
A buddy of mine was talking about, he was told me, a work colleague of mine was telling me about the term mass holes. And I was educated about what that meant in the chat by someone who identifies as a mass hole.
Well, you're a fucking cop.
Right.
So yeah, so fuck you to those people.
Fuck you definitely to those people. And
that sucks because we're sending so many people up there to help. Like our local fire department sending like 20 people, the local police department, freaking half of our power companies going up there. They're like, yep, been there, done that. And and then you got looters. I know that's gonna happen everywhere.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Come on, these people are trying to rescue you. Don't rob the people that are trying to rescue you.
I mean, when Hurricane Sandy hit New York, like there was like a rumor that Chris Christie like just stole all the emergency rations and shit.
Yeah, and he put it in his pants.
Is that a rumor, or is that probably just happened?
It was a meme.
It's still in there.
I couldn't make it all the way through that one. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely shitty people everywhere. That's for damn sure. Including people that will roll in and take advantage of the situation, whether or not they live there. Doesn't matter. Shitty people are shitty people.
So
but you're right. Though. I mean, there's all sorts of people up here, going down, and because up here I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we're. By the way, thank you to everybody that pinged me over this last week asking if I was okay. I am okay because I live in Dallas-Fort Worth, and we are.
1 second, please. Welcome, Mooch.
That was
I'm sorry. That was a very bad mute, but all hail to the Mooch King.
Thanks to your collateral damage, dog.
Some say he got in a fight with all of China and won.
It's true. What I was saying was just thank you to those that messaged me. Yes, I am fine. Dallas-Fort Worth, if you didn't know, is way in the northeast or north central area of Texas. And Texas is kind of a somewhat larger state. And like Corpus is like 6.5 hours at 70 miles an hour here. So it's a long way away. And Houston is 4 to 5, depending on where you're going. So it's a long way away from me. I'm fine. In fact, we got a normal amount of rain, and it's fine. So, but thank you for reaching out and asking. But there are definitely a lot of people that do need help down there, and was pleased to see that there is the opposite side of what Master was saying. There's definitely a lot of people from a lot of states, including up here, going down to give them help as they should. And I hope FEMA and all that stuff doesn't. I hope they've learned their lesson from the last debacle and can fix them up. We are accustomed to a lot of rain. When I say, and I'm from South Alabama originally, I know from rain, but Texas thunderstorms are weird. We get they're giant raindrops, and they just come in a torrent. I mean, it just. Oh, that's right. You guys saw it the last time you came down for the thing.
Raindrop behind my teardrops,
bro. My night with the tornado. Trust me, I know how big those fucking raindrops are. Sound like freaking hail's coming down
when you go outside.
Yeah. Everything is bigger in Texas.
So we are accustomed to pretty big angry thunderstorms, and that. The amount of rain that they've gotten there is just, ludicrous. Like feet. When you're measuring rain in feet over just a couple of days, that's nuts.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Mark's here?
Mark
had to replace the other Mark.
Oh, that Mark. Yeah, exactly. We know Rab Rat's not here.
Yeah.
Although he's been here before. In fact, it wasn't too long ago he randomly showed up.
Oh, wrong Rasbrato. Maybe.
Straight out of the crazy motherfucker named Fairley.
He lurks.
He do lurk.
He jerks.
Abolishment up the nose. Thank you, Foo.
Yes.
I got an award over this past weekend.
Oh, yeah?
From Fitbit because I hit 20,000 steps, and I could have not done it if it hadn't been for the one, the only Understudy 77.
Yeah.
And we met up while I was in DC at an ice cream conference, and I begged and pleaded not to get destroyed, but he still made me walk a lot.
Did you do that thing for me at the conference mast? The flavor that I told you to send upstairs.
I'm not freaking making poop rocks.
No, not the
I already
poop
told
rocks. The one with the marshmallow. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh. No, I don't, but I'll pretend like I do. So, yeah, so I got to hang out with Under Duty 77, and that was fun.
Yeah. Awkward colleagues notwithstanding.
Awkward colleagues notwithstanding. You know, that's one thing. You know, working with people is one thing, but then going to conferences with them,
Yeah.
because your company is too cheap to put them in their own fucking room. Thank God we had the handicap room, because the other rooms apparently at the hotel that we stayed at don't have any privacy when it comes to the bathroom. It's like a glass wall. Yeah. So the handicap room has an actual walls around it. So that was good. When we show up and it was like 94 degrees, and the lady at the front desk is like, let me see if we can get you the handicap room. And I just look at my coworker. I'm like, oh, she read you from a mile away.
It always creeps me out when you get the handicap room, though. I mean, it's nice to have a little extra walking around room, but
dude, it was awesome.
Like
Everything was
all
like
the rails and stuff. Like
everything was at like this level. It was like at like belly button level. The sink. I turned on the sink and it was like just sprayed me everywhere. I'm like, oh, that's mean. Probably spraying the handicap people in the face.
I always feel bad that I feel like I'm taking the room from somebody that needs it. That's all. It's always weird. But the one thing's really nice about it is they often don't have. The shower is just a walk-in kind of thing. It's just all tile.
I wasn't too worried because the elevators were tiny, and I was on the 3rd floor. So if they were going to put anybody handicapped, they'd put them on the 1st floor.
Probably so.
So yeah, that or take the crane up. But
Kyle was up there too, not with you, but I think you saw him separately. He said he threw a bunch of farts into Sean's couch this weekend.
Yeah.
Did he change the wattage on his mod to even numbers?
Ooh, why would you do that?
Because I told Kimball to do it.
That would be awesome.
He did it.
That's cruel, though. Cruel and
I know. Sean was in the hangout, in our hangout, and I remember Zach comes out of frame when he was staying over his house. He's like, dude, it's like I did what you told me to do. I'm like, my man.
Oh, jinx you. 5 sodas.
Yeah. So how was everyone's weekend, man?
It's good.
Mine was stalking the NOAA website, making sure that none of that shit's coming up towards me.
That's a good idea.
But it was all right. It was short. I was actually sick. I've been ill the last few days. I got an adult ear infection. Raging ear infection. I went in. I knew what had happened. I went to the doctor. The nurse practitioner took the little ear thing, and she goes, "Boop, yep." Like, oh, she's like jumped. Yeah. So I'm on antibiotics. It's great. I'm finally able to. I slept through the night last night, which is the first time it's happened in a while without stabbing ear pain.
That's good.
I can actually swallow and not have my ear feeling like I'm stabbing it with an ice pick. It's great. So I didn't have a great weekend, but whatever. It's fine.
Well, at least you didn't get 3 feet of rain.
That's right. Had that happened too, that would have been pretty obnoxious.
That would have been bad.
Kevin Hannafin suggests don't lick my finger and stick it in my ear. I will try to remember that hint, that health hint. Today, you learn.
Today it learned. We're just a bunch of learning fools. Don't jump over escalators. Just don't do stupid shit.
Mother, I just have one of my favorite typos.
You should
One
play
of those
eels.
fucking Mexican Brian wasps laid eggs in your ear. Oh, don't confuse eardrops with e-liquid. A friend of ours did that, sort of, right? He said he had always made fun of people. This is one of our favorite Kanakistan residents. Yeah, so he had never.
Oh my god! This happened the other week.
Yeah,
yep,
he said I'd always made fun of people that did this, but this weekend I reached for my eye drops and picked up a bottle of icicles
Oh my god!
Oh, makes you
I
want to
know.
Dale face.
It does.
It makes you,
You know-
want to Dale. Go here, going Dale.
When you put it in your eyes, it makes you want to Dale. Squint your eyes and just Dale. Make you cry and just Dale. Dale. That should be his
Dale.
advertisement for that juice.
Yeah. And anyone in chat who's never tried icicles before, if you like abolishment, go try it, you dumb cunt.
Turns your skin, turns it pale. Yeah.
I think
Try
that's
some-
just the weather.
Try some
Nothing-
icicles, Dale.
Nothing absolutely about icicles, just Dale.
Yeah. He posted a selfie of himself, and his eyes were just red.
You wanna see a White Walker from Game of Thrones? Vape some fucking icicles. Insta White Walker.
Yeah.
Oh.
Turn your eyes blue, make you all pale, frosty.
Mm.
At least that's the way you feel. Let's see.
So,
Jonesing for wish darts.
vape, vape mail.
Vape mail.
I literally just opened mine a few minutes ago. Master, why don't you lead off?
Because I'm still building mine. I'm almost done.
Just-
Thanks, he got some vape mail.
yeah. Do you wanna? Have you unwrapped yours, Foo?
I did. Like literally like a few minutes ago, I did it. And I don't know. If you go back in the replay, if you see my thumbnail, I made a face. I was like, type. I was like, damn, that's clean.
So, one of our longtime friends that we actually got to meet.
Yeah, down in Tampa.
In Tampa. I'm gonna do a little closely uppy thing. He got himself a 3D printer and he started making himself.
Fucking good one, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty recent. So I
Damn.
mean, you know me, I've been teasing about the whole 3D printed box mod thingy, whatever, for a long time. But look at even that. So yeah, I mean the resolution is pretty damn good on whatever one he's got. He decided he wanted to design himself one of these boxes, and he's done a good job with it. I got a magnet kind of door. You got the standard sort of bar for your positive up and around. He's using the modmaker.co.uk 510 squonky one, and he's got like he's got the shapes behind it to kind of hold the battery and bottle kind of in place in the right spot, and he's done a great job with it in general. So I have to I should probably say he calls it the stiffy because the button is very stiff, but he said he did that that way on purpose, and he selected that bar material like that on purpose because he doesn't ever want it to go off by accident in your pocket or whatever, right? Which makes sense. I'm down.
Mhm.
So am I going to use this like all day, every day because it's 3D printed deck box? Probably not. But the thing is, this is going to be used occasionally, and it's going to be kind of hold in its place if one of like 2 or 3 things that I've got because it's made from somebody that we know.
Fuck
and it was
that.
a gift.
Fuck that. This is coming to work, man. It's going through the motherfucking ringer.
Yeah, I'm sure. But I'm just saying, I think I would prefer to be using my free
All right.
hands, my glues and stuff. But
I prefer to use my free hands too.
but I wanted to say and make explicitly, if this doesn't show up every week, this is very, very kind, and it was a very, very nice gesture of him to send them to us. I think.
Yeah, dude.
Really, really like it.
Yeah, I remember he told me when he was sending him over, and I forgot for most of today that this was showing up today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like extra little bit of super hype when I got home. I saw like, when you see this, you see this teasing out the mailbox. I was like, what?
Oh.
I had a really, really shitty morning, like quintessential Monday morning. So thank you, Al. I owe you a blowjob.
So
I'll give you a beer. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, that's why I overextended. Like,
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being generous, Foo. That's okay.
just saying.
Cool. Was that nasty?
I was gonna say that bottle is super, super squishy. Like holy
yeah.
shit.
I did forget to mention that he did send over a bottle with it too, and I can't remember the brand offhand.
It says SJM Me.
Dude,
Yes.
these are perfect.
SJMY. It's kind of like I imagine these are like the Chinese equivalent of the cabbies, and they're fine. I mean, it's a silicone bottle. What do you want?
So I like the silicone. It's a little stiffer than my Chinese silk.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I hate about the silk silicone in general. It's a little too soft, but just whatever. It works really well. But this, it's got like that nice enough stiffness to make it feel like a super soft a little bit, but it just gives very easily.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. No, it's a decent bottle.
But it's interesting.
Yeah. The so I was saying that they're kind of bored with 3D printed boxes. I agree. It's because everybody's got one, but this one's got a leg up on all of those other ones because not only does it say POH on it,
But no, you can't have one.
it was made by a friend and somebody that sent along as a gift. So that's freaking sweet.
Yeah.
Actually, it's tiny as fuck. I mean, it really is
Very tiny.
It's
that's one thing that I wanted to show compared to my.
It's Frankie size.
Yeah, compared to my my Squankle.
Oh, reminds me of another 3D printed mod that I got.
Oh, let me click on Lasty. There you go. There you go. Ooh, blue. That blue looks nice. I thought it might match your old blue.
It's close, but this one's a little faded. But
yeah,
I mean that's so it's good size.
solid.
But I mean, obviously, this has got DNA in it. This
Right.
is just straight up mech.
I got. Who remembers this shit right here?
Mm-hmm.
This is the Barry White limited edition Steam Monkey parallel mech box.
Yeah.
Look at that. Can't get enough of your love, babe.
I've got my dual 350s over there somewhere. My version was tiny. Is that it? Yep, that's it over there. So we've seen some chats talking about the SVA 75s, 75Cs. They're coming out in the DNA 60s, which is cool. I mean, I gotta have in mind to show that video that Will sent earlier.
You should.
Of him getting screwed by the freaking Div 75.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was funny. I'm scrolling and I'm scrolling. Here it is. Now I got to figure out if I can download it. Can download it. Right on. Is that show in Finder? Open with quick game player. Nice. So Will, everybody's gonna see your fingernails.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, I forgot that it doesn't do that. Hangouts won't show some certain apps. And apparently this is one of them. Apparently QuickTime is one of them.
You can just give it to me and I can play it.
I'll just share my whole screen.
Okay.
I'll share my whole screen up. So gotta turn off notifications too. Notifications. Do not disturb on. All right, here we go. Share my screen. Tell me how this looks. Look all right. I'll move down a little bit. There we go.
Play it.
Click on myself.
Click on myself. Ohms too high.
Ohms too high.
Ohms too high.
So Will's been playing around with temperature limiting lately, and and he got boned by the old ohms too high using stainless.
Yeah, it's good times. Oh, you know what?
Hold on. Here, go.
No, I'm going to not go because I had a new fire alarm put in.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know how sensitive that thing is. I haven't vape tested it yet. So
Put a bag over it.
9:45. Not doing this today. I will get killed. The kid wakes up.
By who? Wait, no, the missus first, and then the
Straight up freaking Ned Stark.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, Kyle's saying ohms too high on temperature limiting. Yeah, you can, because it's still temperature limiting is still just wattage. It's just it also pays attention to your resistance and changes your wattage. So when it's ramping up, if you're at 0.6 ohms and it needs more than 30, actually needs more than like 20 watts to warm it up, which it's going to. Gonna hit the same voltage limit, man. You get 6.1 or whatever volts, period, no matter what.
You need to warm it up.
So I should have taken the other picture with understudy. I went to the International Spy Museum, and his picture was in there. You guys know that?
There? No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Who's
International Spy.
Who's he spying on? Ali Said?
No, on his Fitbit.
Oh.
Ali Said.
I thought you were going to show a picture.
No. If I show it, then everybody knows what he looks like.
Well, it's in the museum. It's fine.
He was. All right. It's a picture of him in the tub. You know which one I'm talking about. Ahmed, do you got it?
Oh. I don't think I have it, but I can message the person who might.
I thought I had it somewhere, but
Mark Elliott, yes, the DNA 75C does have a higher volt limit. It's got the normal volt limit for a DNA board, which is 9 volts. So the same as the DNA 30, 40, 60, 200, and all the ones that are over 200, which I forget all of them, but the 75, they all hit 9 volts, I believe, except for the 25. The DNA 25, I don't think does. I think it's 6.2. But anyway, but nobody uses that anyway. So basically, all of them but the 75.
Angsty, have you had any issues with your battery wraps putting batteries in and out of this thing?
Not at all.
Okay.
He hand bends the little bar.
Yeah.
I don't know if yours has got a little extra bend or whatever, but mine's perfectly fine. It's just a nice little bump, and he's got them beveled on either side.
Okay.
He did a great job with that little damn thing.
Yeah, this thing is pretty cool.
The first version, he sent me one last week, I think, and did some tweaks to it, and then sent this one because he was pushing on. And one of the things that I had a problem with the runt, which is my first foray into that whole 3 print box thing. He was the bar behind the switch was coming over and tapping against the lowest point of the 510 pin when it comes down, and it was pushing the Fat Daddy one kind of out of alignment, and I was having leaking issues. Not much. It was just like a drop here and there kind of thing. But this one, he redid, and that's what this one was doing originally. But then he went through and redid it, and the way it's doing now is it posts up and pushes against the very, very top, the top nut there, which doesn't move, and it should never have a problem since it's just pushing against something that's bolted down. Yeah, which is a great idea. Great idea. So I don't know if he's ever going to sell those things, but
yeah. So I met a I already knew the guy, but met a guy at the convention that was vaping outside. I'm like, and from previous conventions that we'd gone to previous years ago, he was a heavy smoker, man, like 2 packs a day smoker. Yeah. So I was like, dude, that's awesome. You're vaping? He goes, well, a little bit. He goes, I still.
Wait a minute. There's no way that somebody that smoked that much could be a taster.
A taster? What do you mean a taster?
An ice cream taster.
Yeah.
What else did he do? He had
the pepperiness. Well, this was for the whole company. He worked in IT. So, and that's intestinal tract research. So but the crazy thing, I'm like, so I was like, oh, dude, you're vaping. That's awesome. Let me know. I can send you some juice. Blah blah. He goes, yeah. He's like, I have to. This shop that I go to. He's like, they don't sell, the milligram that I'm vaping. So he goes, I have them, make it, for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, and he's using he was using a Kanger. What the hell is the latest Kanger one? I forget, but it was a dual 18650, and he had a tank on it, and he goes, yeah, he's like, I'm vaping 24. I'm like, what? He was fucking straight up just hitting 24 out of like it looked like a TFV, whatever the hell number they're up to now.
Yeah, you should have him look at Mr. Salty.
I'm like, holy crap. Well, I told him, I said that I will send him some. I was gonna talk to the Juice Mama and see if she would make some 24 to send.
That's true, but I mean, but Gaslight carries Mr. Salty, and that goes up to 45. So if you wanted some other flavors,
I was just like, holy shit! I was like, he was fucking just ripping on that 24 like it was nothing. But he was, I mean, like,
I could smoker, man. That makes sense.
Yeah. So so that was cool. He did say that sometimes when he gets super stressed, he will still have a cigarette here and there, but it's not 2 packs a day. So
awesome. Good for him. That's really cool.
Yeah.
There's not,
and then one of the
does Phil's juice? Excuse me. Does Phil's juice go up to 24?
I don't know.
I know
that's a good question.
It might.
His original plan was to do like the lowest Nick he was going to go was 12, but I think he caved to pressure.
Yeah, it might. And then there was one of the Canadian guys, and I'm sure some of our Canadian viewers. He was showing me he was still smoking. He's like, yeah, fuck that vape shit. But he was showing me the pictures that they put on the Canadian packs of cigarettes. And it's like
they're awesome.
Lungs that are freaking dripping black tar and like dead people and all kinds of stuff. I'm like,
they do not screw around with packaging in Canada.
No, not at all.
When I smoked, we used to go up to fish all the time up in Ontario, and I mean, when I was still smoking, I'd buy a carton when I went up there, duty free. Yeah, dude, the packaging is rough.
Yep.
So the first place that I pulled up old Pete Basardo's juice is my vapor was eliquid.com, and they've got 0, 3, and 6. I don't think that's the full gamut of his. Well, that's great. So then the next one that came up was my vapor store, and it says first select a Nick level, but there's nothing in the drop down for that. So it's a mystery. What? Here we go. Here's his actual site. 30 milligram tubes, which he's got those weird little like blister thing, like toothpaste things, which is really weird. Nope, he's 0, 3, 6, and 12. It looks like.
Nasty.
Look at it. Look at this. Look at this thing. Hold on. Look at it. He's got it in like a toothpaste tube. I've never seen that. That's weird. It's a precision tube, it says. Interesting.
So I got the image of the spy who shagged me.
Yeah, do it.
And so here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, that's Sean's spy picture. You got a JMFD. You got the turtles logo, tattoo. So, yep, that's what was there. So I mean, I can't tell that's him. His disguise is just great. So, yeah, there we go. That's what we got. Okay.
Word up, y'all.
Word up.
So hey, Foo, what are you vaping on?
Hey, Foo, what are you vaping on?
I got a right cunt box right here.
Hey,
right cunt is what?
I said MMM.
MMM. This right cunt is SVB Mods. Nigel. The rightest cunt in the land. Nigel's been watching us for like a long fucking time.
Nigel's a good dude. I like Nigel's. And he does good work, apparently.
Really? Nigel's been around since early.
Yeah.
Now I come to think of it. Anyway, this is wonderful, hand-done box and that PWM swag with the Goon color-changing DHD. And I got Snowdrift in there.
Ooh.
Ooh, how's that?
Wiggles
That's how much is left. More on this in a sec. Just, yeah, that's all I'm doing right now. I haven't had abolishment since like Wednesday or Thursday. How does that make you feel?
I mean, to be honest, I'm hurt. There's some relevant stuff in side chat. Rob Jones just said that Phil ended his association with Molecule. He announced it a week or so ago. I did not know.
Why wasn't that bigger news?
I don't know.
Am I under that big of a rock?
Well, I don't imagine he made a big stink about it. He's
no, I mean just for secondary and tertiary circles.
Yeah,
I would have expected.
Interesting. Interesting. Anything else, Boo?
No. Shouldn't be heard that I haven't had abolishments. Experiment we're doing here.
Yeah.
Experiment.
That's fine. You can experiment. You already admitted publicly in our group.
Oh, hell yeah.
That you prefer to get pissed over abolishment anyway. Which, to be honest, is fine because get pissed is fucking good. So it's good.
Yeah. Honestly, it's more so that I'm just... Get pissed reminds me of Raspberry just a little.
Does it?
It's like much juicier. Like, I have to vape Raspberry again to like really, like, I guess finish my point. But there's a certain texture to pissed, and obviously like it's reminds me a little more than abolishment.
Well, yeah, I don't think abolishment is really anything like Raspberry, other than the fact that
you know who said it tasted like Raspberry? Guess who? This is someone I saw while someone else was visiting New York.
I have no idea.
Rayon. Rayon never had it.
Fuck Rayon. What the hell does he know?
Dude, we all looked at him. He was like, no. I actually think Dong may have agreed with him too, a little bit.
Dong's weird.
Curse on both their houses.
Right. You Are Important says pissed is better, to be honest. And that's fine. It's definitely different. I do enjoy it. But I would agree that it's juicier, maybe. I guess
here's the thing with piss, though. I can vape piss to the point where I preemptively quit it, so I don't vape myself sick of it. I don't think I vape myself sick of abolishment. If I did, it was because I got way too many dry hits in one day. And if anyone's had an abolishment dry hit, second worst.
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
It's really bad on mesh.
Everything's bad on mesh.
It's true.
Yeah, abolishment. The Raspberry and the K-Fun dry hit is still the worst to me all time.
The what now? Sorry.
When I dry hit Raspberry in my K-Fun. If I'm light.
On silica?
No, on cotton at 19 watts. That shit hurts so bad. It was like the most condensed dry hit one could ever hope for.
Yeah, I was loving it.
It was.
Will just said I vape more abolishment than you've breathed air today.
I don't doubt that.
That's probably true.
Well, I'm running like one setup, dude. He's got abolishment across the zip codes, area codes.
James Wynn, he said, I know the Texas topic is over, but did you guys see the Dasani 24 pack of water for $42.72?
Yes,
I did. Just like we were saying a minute ago, there's going to be dicks everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your whole place, whole city's got 6 or 7 feet of water.
Are they going to get banned from the Dasani fan group for flipping?
But that's the
two.
that was way better than the first one too.
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah.
But yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? If you want to be a strict capitalist, what are you going to do, right? The demand is up.
Well, yeah. And that shit happens. I mean, but in Texas, you got some balls doing that because they will come after your ass.
Yeah,
so.
They will. That's the thing.
So I mean, the one guy was like,
"The premium booze."
What's that?
I'm flipping some Jack Daniel's bottles. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Invest in the comfort foods. No, not fucking bare necessities. Fuck is wrong with you? It's the fun stuff. That's what you make money on.
I would agree with that. You get a little more leeway when it's not a mandatory sort of thing, like
Yeah.
air and water,
Like food, water,
bread,
like dirty magazines. I'm going to charge you a premium for that.
Foo's Bodega opening.
I'm fucking like it was like what was it, the mobile restaurant in the Fifth Element, the Chinese restaurant? That's gonna be me. Gonna be mobile bodega.
Need some Jack Daniels?
I got those unstamped Newports, the Marlboros, the Parliaments.
So you finished your juice thing then? I guess that's all you got vaping on, right?
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I couldn't.
Out of all the negative stuff, this is the funny stuff right here. With the rain in Texas, the dog just
Weimaraner?
ape shit. I don't think so. He might be a long tail. It's hard to tell.
It is hard to tell.
But he's fucking having a blast. It runs kind of like one, but
it runs like one, but he's kind of thicker
yeah,
than a Weimar usually is.
Yeah. So he's just it's like water.
So what I got going on, I have got my walnut freehand, which you can see is now taken on the appropriate sweaty Texas hand color, which actually I think is gorgeous. I don't need any poly because I've just got my hand greases.
Aspartame oil.
On top of there is a Darda bell cap and an open tip, and we've got the Stiffy. This has got Get Pissed in it, and on top here is by Haku, and the newer run of the Omen tips on here, and which is really cool because since it's a little bit of a tighter bore, it's less necessary to jack with your airflow control because it's just a little restrictive in a really good way. So that's there, and then of course I've got a couple of billet boxes. This is gonna get pissed into. It was delicious. Which may go into a topic for later. I haven't decided if we want to talk about that or not. It's one of those things, Massey. Do you open the can of worms? It's a worm. It's a can that's got a lot of worms in it.
Put it
no.
Talking about in chat. Put it in chat. No.
I know.
No.
But it's relevant. It's so relevant. I know.
Yeah.
Here's what I will do. We'll meet in the middle. Okay?
No. Come on, man.
We're gonna meet in the middle and be selective of what we're gonna say, so we don't open up the stupid thing, because the thing itself is pretty fucking cool in a way. Come on, Link, open.
I don't know what you gotta be all bowling about it.
Fuck. That link won't come up. There, we'll try it here.
Yeah.
Just
So
give
it
me
is
the link
currently-
and I got the show.
I don't know if you noticed, but today, shop. Today is Monday.
About that Game of Thrones though. Yeah.
I haven't watched the last two actually because I knew that the finale was coming up.
Okay, no spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers. So I'll just show you this. So Billet Box Vapor, it is now Monday night, and we've got in stock, and Boros in stock too. And earlier when I looked at this, oh wait, that's the featured products. Here we go. Got the Power Rat Bolds in stock, Kerbis is in stock, Dirt Piles in stock.
That's what happens when I hit the back button on my mouse.
Dude, I unbound that.
Holy shit! Hold up, all that is in stock.
Most of it is, yeah. Earlier today, all of it was in stock.
Oh wow!
All of it was in stock. So if you want a Billet Box Rev 4, and those are all the DNA 60s, and they've got some blemished ones too for less money, and the blemishes just have like a little mark somewhere on them. They're fine. There's a lot of Billet Boxes to be had if you're ever after one.
Apparently they were released today, not Saturday.
What's that?
They were released today, apparently, not Saturday, says Ken Hartman.
Is that right? Interesting.
But even still, I mean, it's pretty late, and
Yeah, they're still there.
Should have
Some of them.
known. Should have spread the news.
Uh-huh.
That's like Monday's like Plumes Day, no?
right? So that's some relevant vape news for those that that want that kind of thing. The other sort of thing is this, also relevant and vape related. So a friend of the show, and by that I mean Dong Magnum, and I think he was the proxy from Shaker Vapor. Shared a little tip, and I went Googling, and where the hell is the link? Is that it? Yeah, there we go. So if you look at on Origin, look at there, K-Fun Prime rebuildable atomizer, and K-Fun V5 squared.
Ah, yes.
Now these have since been taken down, and or they were just indexed. They were added to the Origin page via the index, and then Google snacked it.
Sneaky. Wait, who was it? Dong's find or?
I think Shaker originally found it. Dong was the one who conveyed it.
Sneaky Shaker.
So it just kind of interesting. So we haven't seen this yet, but this is the thing that we were talking to Svobesto about a little while back, what they were working on, and what he told us that was going to be coming out later this year. The K-Fun Prime has got a mouth to lung specific rebuildable vaping atomizer tank thing, which is pretty cool. So it doesn't require any of the pieces that the original V5s did, which they caught a little flack for. This one is actually purposefully made for mouth blowing, which is cool. And then there's also the V5 squared, which is a 25 millimeter diameter, and it is a higher airflow.
25 millimeter tank. So already that's a lot of metal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Fomesto metal, and you know they have good metal.
Mm-hmm.
The best $120 for that gigantic ass tank. I'd say it's a pretty fucking good deal. If you're like a Griffin kind of guy or whatever. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I know that in my head, I feel like Fomesto is kind of.
I actually did see a picture, and now I can't find it. I had saved it, and I don't have it around. But it basically, I mean, it looks like the V5, except for a little bit more stout.
Yeah. And the V5 is. I really like the V5 personally. But yeah, I think if Fomesto, I think I said this back when we first heard about this. If Fomesto is going to compete on that level, they're running circles around every other atomizer in the category just from their build quality alone.
That
I think
it's arguably true. Now there's one. Here's the picture of it, by the way. And I'm actually I think this is the wider one because it doesn't look 22. It looks 25 to me. So it doesn't look terribly tall, which means the juice capacity is going to be pretty serious, which is cool.
How big is that center area though?
Oh, pretty big, but 25 millimeter adds a lot of juice capacity.
that's
Yeah.
$50 fun. That's what that is.
I will. The only place that I'll argue with you, Fu, is the Skyline. The Skyline is the one of the very few atomizers that I would put up against a K-Fun quality wise. This thing's built like a friggin' tank. But the price reflects it too, quite a bit. So,
but I mean, what I mean is like tanks like the Griffin. And they're all China addies. Like higher end or higher quality manufacturers, like they don't necessarily play in that pond. And I remember at first we were like, "What the fuck's Fomesto?" I'm like, "Wait, they can capitalize on something here. They've been around for fucking ever, and they go still to this date had some of the best build quality in the game, absent of that K-Fun 4 that I gave myself arthritis over taking apart.
Well, it was still built well. It was just
it was
just pieces.
It was just a little bit of QC and it was terrible.
It had too many pieces. I think, in fact, if I remember right, I believe it had 42.
A lot of pieces. And I think I vaped on Phil's. Phil's vaped amazing, and I remember telling him, handed back his vape, and I'm like, I don't want to know what hell you got through to make it taste like this.
Yeah. So that's cool. I think that's awesome that they're dipping their toes in. Now I did also hear, and this is definitely all rumor / hearsay, but I heard that the 25 millimeter one's going to be a limited release. So we don't know if there's going to be a lot of those out there, but but I think it's cool they haven't forgotten. That's what Flo was talking about when he said that he hadn't forgotten the mouth to lung roots.
Yeah,
he hadn't forgotten those guys, and that was because they were making one specifically.
I'm very, very curious for this tank.
What's that?
I enjoyed the Griffin for this. I mean, I've used it for a few months, and I like the Billow. Like, somebody else putting out a tank like this. Like, I don't like 25 millimeter, but now I feel tempted to get one now.
I don't have anything that it would look good on.
I have a Hexan A that it would look a little awkward on, but
yeah. But even my Titan is it would overhang on my Titan.
Yeah, and the draw,
the Eclipse specifically.
The draw would probably be really smooth too, at like 80 watts. I didn't think about that.
It's gate fun. It's gonna be smooth.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, it's gonna the only non-squonkers that I've got left. I've still got my Melody, and that's got a 22 millimeter cup in it. I've got this guy, the Fluid Momentum, which is 25 millimeters across, or 24 rather. 22 is what I'm trying to say. It's beveled a little bit. It looks, 22 looks just right on it. 24 is going to look stupid. 25 will look even worse. So, I don't know what I would put it in. We got the tosser stick, which is made for 22, but you can fit a 23.
Time for a 25 millimeter tosser stick.
No, I'm not getting it. Those assholes want to see another thin dime in my money.
Yeah.
Just a quick note. Check out Mooch's updated battery list and chart. He made a post a few hours ago, and that's up to date. So letting everybody know it's got new batteries in there, new numbers. So
the 5As, the Sony 5As, I've been thoroughly impressed with those in my mechanical unregulated mods.
Yeah,
they're great. Really, really good. I think I've been seeing when I'm noticing on my build, which is probably higher than what most people wrap. I wrap right at a 0.4. But I noticed that I get around between 17 and 1900 mob back into them.
Yeah,
which is fine. I mean, that's like a slightly used doo-doo, so to speak, in a regulated mod.
That's great. A slightly used doo-doo. Yeah.
HG2, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I haven't had a problem with battery life. I think they work really well. In fact, when I was talking to Dayon about when I had the problem with my Gloom, he said he was surprised that it was working so well that low, and that's because of because I had actually used it down that time. I'd actually used it down to like 3.6 before I was about ready to change it, and he was surprised to hear that it was working okay at that voltage, because I guess the ones that he runs in there they don't fire reliably down that low. But the 5As do. Let's see. What else we got to talk about?
I don't know if this was. Wow, this is. So I saw a picture of a truck dealership down there in Texas that was completely flooded, and somebody just sent me this, and I don't know if this is real, and if it is, that's a lot of money. That's the airport. Those are the planes.
Yeah.
Holy mother!
That was labeled Houston Hobby, and I don't think that's real, because I don't think anything got that high there. But at the same time, it's a funny picture.
Yeah. Damn, man. That's probably a few billion in planes. Just kicking. These things aren't cheap, man.
Just kicking it. This week in advocacy news, Michigan. Michigan apparently is proposing a 32% tax on e-cigarette products.
Still at it.
Yep. And so according to this ridiculous thing, is 75% of the proceeds are going to be credited to the Medicaid Benefits Trust Fund, and the remainder would go into the state's general fund. I just realized I was still clicked on Lasty. Great.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, that's flipping ridiculous. Let's use something that's not related. Let's see. Clean AF Coils said that he's got the 5As and they've been working good too.
Actually, I think I got up a little prematurely earlier, but to go get my dinner. Were you praising the 5As in your mech before?
Yes. Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
I missed using Sony's. I hadn't used them since Tube Mechs. Or I think I ran some in my Titan for a bit, but yeah. was a nice little like.
I've been using the VTC 6s in my
right.
regular stuff for a long
Yeah,
time.
I hadn't used them since like the Mexican days.
Right. Well, but I've been running regular, DNA 40s for a very long time, and you still do the power Titan thing for a while. So it makes sense that you weren't using VTC 6s because they were not that great in the Titan.
Well, I mean, the Samsungs, I think in a Titan, the difference between their performance between those and like the Sonys, I didn't feel it was like significant enough for me to buy the Sonys, especially because they were like 50 to 60% more expensive than the Samsungs.
They're expensive.
$4 a piece.
Yeah.
25 Rs and like 6 to 7. I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah, no, they definitely are expensive, and they're coming down a little bit. The 5As are, but I broke those in. I broke in these two pair on the Titan Eclipse, and that just hitting like a friggin' truck. It's great. That was really nice. Ken Hartman, I'm glad to see that helped you with Michigan views. Pull up CASA. Go and email your representatives. Tell them to knock that shit off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, anything to talk about tonight? I got one thing to talk about.
I mean, we got the mod. I don't think we did any uppy closey with it.
I didn't take out the batteries. I just took off the lid and showed inside.
Well, yeah, because I did slap a battery in there to see the weight and such, but let's pull up the little zoom.
Yeah, you take them through it. I'll click on you. Go.
So you have the Sons of Anarchy UK edition 510. Yeah. The stiff button.
I think I should be playing Riding Through This World.
Yeah.
Riding through this world.
Riding through this world.
So you got, you've all seen the inside of a 3D printed box, right?
Yeah.
Similar layout and stuff, but this one was made with love.
It was. Can you see the sled? Put into the sled.
See, look, this is men's shit right here.
Mm-hmm.
Labels it for you for all you knuckleheads.
Yeah, that's right. Positive and negatives in there. Got little cups for the stuff to be in. It's just the right size.
It's really, really nice, man. Check it. It's very smooth. It's a little gritty. You got the slightest bit of grit, but it's good grip.
Yeah.
I have a pinky nearby. Oh, and it came with a little ribbon put in there, which I took out because
the batteries come out way easy enough. I haven't messed with it too much.
So batteries in there. I don't have any. Yeah, I don't have that.
You don't have anything built for a mech?
No, actually, I just stripped my Narda. I haven't been home all fucking weekend. The last thing I did before I left was strip my Narda when I rewicked my Goon. I need to rebuild the 27.
Yeah.
And so, and I just got home today. I haven't rebuilt it or anything. So, in due time.
In due time. The contacts are brass. I think it's brass.
Yes.
Brass.
So, brass isn't that hard to clean. Every so often, you can
wipe her off.
Need be. Well, what's nut? Oh, you can't turn the nut. That'd be great if you can turn the nut it contacts against and clean the schmutz and turn it back.
Yeah, you could, but you just need to get a wrench, I think, because it's sensed down pretty good.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's neat.
Sarcastic Vapor. Yeah, it's Mod Maker 510. It's not copper though. I'm pretty sure.
As you know, I mean, last week my evade button went. I still gotta tell dude about that and get that sorted. But
oh yeah, you gotta talk to Ivan.
Yeah, I gotta talk to Ivan about that. And so this will fill its place for the time being. We'll see how I get along with it because the evade was it's like the lightest thing I've used to date. Probably top 3 favorite setups all time.
Yeah. Jeff Jacobs just said we should do a small run of these boxes for the group. That's not a bad idea. I'll talk to him. I'll see what he has to say about it.
Yeah.
Wait, do we have Google Toolbox, Hangout Toolbox still?
They didn't they disable that in April?
No, they did. They brought it back. You're telling me that someone else is going to be doing 3D printed lists in the Plumes Facebook group?
What? No. So we could. If people you do that again. You weren't up. I just saw
good tries. Okay, it was good tries.
That scared the shit out of me.
Yes. If the hurricane didn't, this will. So yeah, I look forward to having this set up, and I'm just super burnt out, and I'll make vaping great again tomorrow. I'm just gonna enjoy this snowdrift. On a related note with snowdrift, I've been vaping on fucking 3 milligram for like since 2 vape bashes ago. That was like the weekend I switched full time, and that's pretty much what I've been doing. I'm mixing some 6 here and there with the K funds and such, but I finally grew tired of it, and I had a lot of like stress and family to deal with this whole summer, so I was averaging like 15 to 20 mil a day, squonking 15 to 20 mil a day at 3 milligram. And I'm like, all right, I'm going through this shit way too fast. So by virtue of good fortune, a Rayon left his bottle of 4.5 milligram snowdrift that Bigglesworth handcrafted for him, a grateful cunt, at Casa de Biggles. So I took it home. Because as you know, I think I talked about this a while back, 6 milligram snowdrift is like the best snowdrift because it's unnaturally smooth at high milligram. That's just how it'd be. So I'm like, I've been thinking about it. I'm like, 6 is a little too OD. Let's do the 4.5 milligram. And I'm like, let's do it at fuck all watts. I'm not ready to commit a squonker to snowdrift if you know its properties.
Fuck all means none.
Fuck off watts?
Oh, fuck off watts.
Fuck all. I said fuck all.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
So 0.12 goon coils, alien coils from EKG. Wicks from Shadow. It's smooth. And you know what? My consumption has gone down at less than half now. I increased my nicotine by 50%. Consumption's gone down more than that.
Yeah.
It's good. And I've been enjoying my vape breaks more.
When you're not like able to, or if you don't want to sit around and just vape constantly, we'll bump up a Nick's never going to hurt anybody. I mean, Ron from the Freehand land from Limelight, he vapes like 12, I think, in Ripper.
Yeah. I mean, I still chain it a little bit, and just I'm just not as aggressive with it as I was like doing 3 like abolishment on the Narda. I'm just like I'm respirating that shit. This I don't feel as obligated to, and then I'm like, I'll cut it off after 3 or 4 pulls, and I'll be okay. It's like I feel like it's feeling like a real good sweet spot right now. I don't know how it's going to take when I start squonking it because that's like a quarter of the power, third. So we'll see.
Markski said he's always finding a puddle between his Addies and the Mudmaker 510. I haven't
stopped making it wet.
I have now I've screwed on my Addy too tight. I haven't seen that. I've only been vaping on this mod for a day or 2, but
wonder if that's all Addies or just a few. I mean,
yeah, I'm guessing that's got to do with the Addies, your threads tightness, close-ups. So I mean, this has had several bottles through it, and it's got a little bit of condensation on there, but not much. And that little drip was because I just pulled the Addy off. That's not. But there's a little bit of condensation on there, but it's not much. Honestly, I get more off of that camera shows it way more than it looks like to the eye. The eye, I can really even see it. But I have gotten a little bit more out of the Limelight 510. That one, for whatever reason, I do see a little bit of condensation, a little bit more than what I see on this one.
Yeah.
I have not seen the Mod Dog 510 in person. I've seen pictures and stuff online, but I haven't seen it in person yet, so I can't comment on that one. But I hear it's good. I just haven't seen one. But I bet the guy that makes it isn't as cool as Rick.
Nope.
So dead air.
Yeah, we need that sometimes, you know. It's healthy. It's healthy.
I do have a discussion point that I saw that I thought was relevant on ECR earlier. That's what sort of things in vaping are have been completely phased out, and not in a bad way. Like what things do we not do anymore, or what things do we have or we don't use anymore that aren't?
Dude, I still see all the same shit.
Yeah, it's like it's a cycle. You know, I don't know.
I don't want to go down this path. I feel like I'm gonna catch
Well,
so much shit.
I mean, I want to say not as many egos nowadays.
Not
Ego
as
C
many
twist.
egos?
I mean, we've seen less
Ego,
of that.
ego C twist batteries.
Oh, those
Ego
good
batteries.
egos.
Yeah.
I was about to say not
No.
the other kind because
No,
that's all over
the
the place.
egos have just gotten bigger and more patriotic. But wait, no, that's not a word. Making words up since
Lasty.
whenever the fuck I want. What?
That's one for you. Who's got two? You just got one.
But anyways, yeah, the Ego C twists and the old school, Ego batteries and
Elder De Leon in chat just said what I was going to say, which is silica wicks.
silica wicks. I don't know about it gone. I just saw somebody make a post about vaping on silica.
Yeah,
So
they do, but it's a novelty now. Now
Here's
it's
an
like,
edgy
hey,
one.
I've still got some of this shit around. We should see if this is any good. There was somebody in our Plumes group doing that just a week or two ago.
Here's an edgy one. Cloud Maker.
oh, well, those did it to themselves.
Are you important? Says, you know what's big now? Milkshake vapes. Oh no, that's the stupidest marketing wank I've ever heard.
Milkshake
I don't
vapes,
know.
aka mother's milk with more cream in it.
Oh, that's there's a particular subset of people that say that the Haku.
I know one thing that people aren't doing anymore is having to drill the air holes in their addies.
Dude, I miss doing that shit.
Yeah,
for people.
that's true.
Oh,
The
you
only
missed a bit going off and smashing into your finger and making
No, dude. The
a hole in your finger.
only top cap that ever gave me any grief was the fucking Nimbus, because that's like bunker.
That's like
steel thick.
I used to drill those out for people, and they would crack up when they would see the shit juice that I would use for the lube.
Mhm.
And I just put some on there and fucking, that shit would heat up, so it would start smelling like it. My man, they're like, "What is that smell?" I'm like, "That's the shit you'd be vaping if."
Dude, it evaporates so quickly when you're putting on a drill. You have to keep doing it. I'm like, damn.
Yep,
But
I
it's
did
bad
them on
too,
the
so
drill
you don't
press.
feel guilty.
Drill presses at vape shops. That's another one.
Mm-hmm.
Every freaking vape shop had a drill press.
Marsky said yogurt vapes. What the fuck's up with those? I actually would agree with you, except for Josh's at Stash.
That's it.
Golden Road's actually really good.
No. There was actually like a hype juice brand. I can't remember. I have to sit and think about this one, but there was a hype yogurt flavor that I had that wasn't bad. It wasn't the Schwartz. That's for damn sure. Anyway,
I can see your
people chat throw stuff at me. I know it wasn't a Schwartz flavor. I tried like vape that whole line, but yeah.
Someone said tugboats.
God damn it, Leon. Can I mute him for like 5 minutes?
Why?
I just felt because he said Schwartz when I said
he
not
said
Schwartz. I was like, I feel like I should just take his chat away for 5 minutes.
Yeah, you actually can. You can, if you click on the little dots, you can say put the user in timeout.
Things
Don't
we
do that.
things we don't talk about anymore. Diacetyl, acetopropanol,
That's true. We don't really talk about that anymore.
Goss.
Goss. Let's see what else. Advocacy.
You got two people immediately saying Addy Tooney's yogurt flavor is good, except for they said Addy's yogurt is good, which is kind of gross.
Yeti's yogurt from Fresh still rocks, so he makes your shit better than you. That's how I
Fresh.
Tooney makes good. I haven't had Tooney's yogurt. I've just had his vanilla rice, which is delectable. Kilo, no, it definitely wasn't Kilo.
Harm reduction. Yeah, I think the only people that still talk about harm reduction is us occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just thought that was an interesting topic to talk about. Not too long ago, you'd say squonking, but that's not the case anymore.
Actually,
Now that's
nothing
kind of
shocking.
mainstream.
It's gonna bug me now because nothing chat said is ringing any bells. I have to do some research now.
I can't think of really anything offhand that's terribly important.
I tried it when I was doing my, big tobacco shilling for Android. I do remember that much. Yeah, Rip Trippers definitely not as
Crack knuckles, dry knuckles.
Dry it out.
He should stick his hands in Texas and dry it out.
Get all the hydration you need, baby.
Fuck you, Trippers.
Blue foam. There you go, Kyle. That's a good throwback.
Okay, we're glad that you chose.
All right. I don't think we got anything else to talk about tonight, so I think we should probably wrap this up.
Salsa chicken, rice, and beans. Holla at you, boy.
Salsa chicken, rice, and beans. That sounds tasty.
It's
Delicious.
It's a wonderful dinner tonight.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming out and talking to us for a while tonight. We will see you next week at the same Plumes time, same Plumes channel. That's about it. We love you.
Goodbye.
Kuomintang.